Question 26. Now there's been some silly questions in the last 26 questions, but this one really wound me up. Having to find out all of these and read off all of these values here. Got me quite annoyed, I have to say. What we need to do is we need to do ourselves a little table of values to try and figure out how many people are in each of these groups here. So we've got a group from 2 to 2.5 hours. We've got a group from 2.5, and it looks like it's about 2.8 hours here. We're going from 2.8 hours to 3 hours. We're going from 3 to 3.2. The next one's 3.2 to 3.5. Amazing times these. From 3.5 to 4 hours. My marathon goes in that one. And from 4 to 5 hours. My other marathons go in those ones. But we then got to see, well, what is the frequency density for each of these things here? And this is now reading off. So I'm reading off this as about, I'm reading off that value there as about 14. I'm reading that one there off as 40. I'm reading this one here as 124. Now you might disagree with me. I'm trying to see these as clearly as I can. They might not quite be right. That one I got as 60. That one I got as 12. And that one I thought was 2. They're the frequency densities. And so to find out what the frequencies are, then what we do is we times the frequency density times the class width. So I've got 7 here, I've got 12 there, 25, 30, 18, 6 and 2, just 2 times 1 on the last one there. Now, the problem with that is that doesn't add up to the 1,000 that we've got here. This is supposed to be 1,000 athletes. I mean, that adds up to something quite close to 100. I think it was 101 I thought that added up to. So really what we need to do, we need to times all of these by 10. I'm going to times each of these by 10. And now we've got something reasonably close to what we're expecting. To find out what the mean and the standard deviation is then, I'm just going to tap into the calculator all the midpoints of these. So a 2.25 here, a 2.65 there, a 2.9 and so on. Tap those values in and the frequencies in, and that gives me that the mean for these people is 3.05 hours, amazingly quick, and a standard deviation of about 0.4. It's still not what's given in the answer book, but that's as close as I could get. And the number of runners who qualified for the championship, that original question there, were the people that got 2 hours and 36 minutes or less. So clearly we had all of these people here because they were all under 2.5 hours, and then we had sort of 2 hours 36 minutes is 2.6 hours. So we get the first 1/3 of those values there as well. So I'm thinking we've got these 70 people and 1/3 of those plus an extra 40 people. So we've got 110 people qualifying for the championships. I've done that in 4 minutes, but it took considerably longer to try and figure out all of those values there. Good luck with it.